Hey guys, Simply Betta here. I have had a crazy past couple of days. And in all this craziness, I've been meaning to record what I've been doing. But that can't always happen. I was really down on myself for not recording properly. Then I was like, you know what? I don't have to be perfect all of the time. I have to learn to embrace these vlog style videos because with how demanding my little children are and how just busy my life is, I can't make a polished video every time about all my fish and my little fish adventures. So yesterday I got some brand new fish in the mail. I was going to do an unboxing video about this. It's a couple new wild species. Two of which I've never kept before, but one is another Bettas pair. I have a video about unboxing and taking care of and spawning and having fun with my Bettas. I'm gonna link it right here. But over the whole quarantine period, I actually lost my female. I don't know why. I just walked in one morning. She was like floating belly up, which was sad. But I saw another pair of Bettas available, so I just grabbed a new pair. That way I'm gonna have two males and a female. It's gonna be like a reverse trio. They're not all together, but that way I also have a new female, like some new blood to mix in with my Bettas. So I'm happy about that. Also, I got a pair of very pretty Betta. I've had my eye on these for a while now. You can thank Inglorious Bettas for that. She has always been a fan of Betta, and she really loves them, and I've always wanted to try a pair, and I finally saw some available. So I thought, why not? I love my Macrostoma very, very much, but I've kind of given up actually working with them on breeding them. I've just decided I like some aspects of Macrostoma, so I'm getting a couple species which are very similar, which are the Bettas and the rubra. And I'm just gonna have fun with them and see if I really enjoy them. And they can be like my new mini Macrostoma, but with their own little benefits, because they're both very, very cute. Also, I got my hands on some api, which are very rare. I think they're like critically endangered species. I don't know why they were here. It said they were wild. I hope they're not wild. I hope these were tank raised. I wasn't really planning on getting them, but I saw them and I was like, oh my god, what are these doing here? So I grabbed a couple. At least I'm under the impression that they're very, very at risk. The fact that there were wild caught api, I was really surprised. So I got these fish, and of course I didn't actually like film opening them or talk about them because I was just so busy yesterday. So I ordered my fish and I had them shipped to me, and then I got a last minute voice acting session booked. Luckily the fish were delivered before I had to do all that, so I just popped them in the nice warm fish room. I left to do my other work and my voice acting. I came back and then I had to deal with them. But on top of that, I have a little baby who's teething, who was just torturing me all night, and I had to kind of do everything on top of that. And by the end of the night, it's like 1 in the morning and I've hardly gotten anything done or any water changes or anything, and I had to resort to using a few plastic totes just to hold the new fish. So right here are my api. I have 4 of them. I didn't even have time to sex them last night. I didn't have time to do anything but give them proper water and just give them a little temporary place to live, which is in these jars. They're tiny. They're a tiny, tiny little species. So that's why they're just in here, chilling out for just a little bit. I've been dripping new water in. I'm acclimating them to my water. They look great. One of them, who's hiding right in here, it looks like he has a little bacterial infection on his eye. So I might actually treat him to make sure I can save his little eye and make sure he's gonna be okay. And then down here in like this little corner, I have the pair of Bettas who are wild caught, I believe, and then my Betta who are also wild caught, and they're just sitting in these totes. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. I had to give them a little temporary emergency place to stay. So you can see that they have some substrate down at the bottom. That is the Brightwell volcanic substrate, which helps lower the pH of the water. It helps control the water. I make this water myself. It's RO water, which I remineralize to be very soft, but it has 0 pH, which means it's prone to just fluctuating in pH wildly. But this substrate will actually help control that pH swing and keep it down right around 6, maybe 6.5, and just keep it nice and safe. And then there are my Betta. They're comfy, they're eating, and they have some plants and some places to hide. It's all good. It's all good. It's all cool. Same here. I have my Brightwell substrate. I have some plants, leaf litter. It's very low pH, and these little fish are doing all right, except for maybe that one I'm gonna have to treat for Popeye. So that was my adventure yesterday, just trying to juggle everything and like getting tanks ready and just falling behind and having to manage anyways and stay up very late to make sure everybody's safe and sound. So tonight's goal is to actually get these guys into their tanks. I'm gonna do that tonight. Yesterday, when I was doing all this, I was off in that nearby town, just running errands, doing my voice acting work. I had to stop by PetSmart. Just really fast. I needed a couple of new air pumps. I had one whisper pump, which was powering a couple of different tanks. Just stopped working, so I had to get a couple new ones. I run into PetSmart. You know, I'm quick. I'm late to my voice session. I grab my pump that I need, and then I see the rack of betta fish. Of course, I have to go look. I have to go look at them in PetSmart. I didn't have my phone on me or I'd take a picture, but it was a sad little display of fish, of cupped little fish in a very cold place. The biggest issue with how bettas are kept, especially at big box stores, is their temperature. It's just cold. You walk in, it's air conditioned. You know, it's hot outside, so you go in and you know it's feeling good inside. You start to cool down. But then those fish in 72-degree room temperature, like they're, who knows what temperature they are? It's cold. Some of them looked fine. Some of them were definitely goners. And then I saw the glowfish. Glow bettas. They glow in the dark. They're little tiny freaks of nature. And I got one. Yes, I got a glow betta. I'm gonna grab him right now. And it was an impulse purchase. I wasn't planning on purchasing a glow betta, but I did it. I did it because I wanted a closer look at him. He called out to me. Look at that little guy. So this is my little tiny glow-in-the-dark freak of nature betta fish. He might have a little bit of fin rot, but I have him in clean salted water right now and at the proper temperature. He's already blowing some bubbles. He's a happy little guy and he was the healthiest looking fish there. I have an opinion on them and I'll be sharing that pretty soon as I can just catch up with life a little bit. I have videos to edit. I just have so much going on and a baby who's teething. And then on top of that, I have another fish order that came today. Another one. Why? Because temperatures are good. I had the opportunity. I wanted some fish. I got some extra fish to that way offer for sale on my website. So these are imported fish. I'm gonna go check them out. Let's check them out together. This giant insulated box is the giant insulated box that I have some fish in. And a bunch of those fish are gonna be available for sale, for resale specifically. So I have a lot to do tonight. I have to take all these fish out of their bags. I have to jar them or cup them, you know, just look at them and make sure that they're all gonna be okay. I have a bunch of work to do tonight, and you know what? I think I'm gonna bring this camera around and just document it because it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. Wow, look at all of these guys. I can't wait to get a closer look. But I have to feed my family first and just hang out with my family tonight, so I'm gonna put these guys in my nice warm fish room, and that way they're just gonna kind of wait for me. They will be fine. I just need a little bit more time to do what I gotta do. Dinner is finally done. The kids are bathed. The chores are done or being done right now by my husband. Now I just have to work on getting this little teething baby boy to bed, something he doesn't always like. And then hopefully I'll get some fish room time all to myself. Yeah, hey, because I'm excited to see all of my fish that came in. It's almost 10 at night now, and I've just now gotten both my kids to bed and the baby, who's been difficult to say the least. But before I was doing all that, I quick ran downstairs after dinner, and I went ahead and I put all the fish in these water buckets just to acclimate to temperature. That way I could make sure they're nice and warm after shipping, and this is the water that I'm going to be putting into their jars. It's a lot of fish. It's a lot. What have I gotten myself into? They're all so pretty, and right now they're like, what's going on? So they probably don't look as colorful as they will when they're nice and relaxed and happy. So I'm gonna get them out of these bags and into some nice, clean, fresh water to just chill out and relax after shipping. Now I'm gonna take them out of their bags and then put them into like a temporary cup, like a jar. In this case, I'm gonna be using these really lightweight plastic, what is this, like a deli container. I like using these just when fish first come in. I can just get a good look at them. I can quickly manage a bunch of little tiny containers like this because they stack. Like look, I just have stacks of these things that are very useful. And this is just a way to get the fish quickly out of their shipping box, out of their shipping bag, into fresh water that's nice and warm, and just to let them relax. Now my larger containers, my square containers, they are a pain in the butt. They're big, they're square, they don't stack. I have to actually bring them from my attic down here because I have to store them in the attic, which is just a huge pain, and it's getting late. I don't feel like dealing with that. I'm just gonna put them into these sized containers for the night, and then I can deal with it tomorrow. That's just my life. I kind of have to divide up the big tasks into multiple small tasks just because I have so little time to myself nowadays. Having kids will do that to you. I've spent some time unbagging and putting about 30 fish into jars so far. They all look fantastic, and they're all coming out of the bags just super like healthy and vigorous, and like shipping never even happened. I like that. They might not look all that great just sitting on the floor here, freshly cupped, but they're really, really nice. I can't wait to get some nice photography. And so beautiful galaxies. These are all galaxy koi. So I've temporarily moved the jarred fish just over here on this shelf and then up here on the shelf just for safekeeping. I'm going to card them and watch them really kind of closely over the next few days. I'm looking for signs of any kind of fungal or bacterial infection or just problems. I can see them really easily this way. It's not the most beautiful solution, but I'm going to card these guys and they're going to be great. Now that I have a lot of the galaxy koi jarred, I have half moons. So I'm going to spend some time getting all these guys into their own containers too. I've done it. They're all jarred. They all have brand new fresh water and they are just relaxing now. They're just relaxing. Come, let me show you. I still haven't carded these guys. These are some of the half moons. And some Dumbos carded. These guys are carded. Those guys are carded. I have a couple of miscellaneous ones. They are all right. I can't wait to get some photography and videography done to really show just how pretty these fish are. That's one of the reasons why I put so much time into my photography. It makes me feel good. I like showing off the beauty of these little fish, especially this guy. It's getting a little bit late now and I still have to do a water change on a bunch of my fish. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go get in my jammies. I'm gonna relax a bit, listen to some music, feed everybody, the new imports. They're gonna get some white worms as a little snack. This divided 20-gallon tank back here, there's only one fish in here. There's only been one fish in there for like since I had my baby. But that fish is coming out. I'm doing a full water change. I'm removing all but one of the dividers because I have a fish coming tomorrow, which I've been waiting for, looking for I think about 2 years now. And I think I'm finally getting it. I think I'm finally getting a dream fish, and that's going to be the pair's quarantine tank right there. And I'm excited. Yeah, more fish tomorrow. So I've had 3 days in a row of fish. And now I have to catch up a little bit and I'll be good to go. Okay, it's day 3 and my last boxes came. The last boxes that are gonna come for quite a while now. I'm so excited because my dream fish are in here. Fish I've been looking for like 2 years now. They are in here and I'm a little nervous, but I have my scissors and I'm gonna open them. They made it. They made it. The fish I've been looking for have made it. I was really hoping to be able to film a little bit about unboxing the wilds and checking them out and jarring them and looking at them, but it was just too hard. My little tiny baby boy is teething and it's horrible. So 3 days in a row, here I am dealing with a teething baby and bringing in all these fish. But on the bright side, all the fish look really great. Like really great. I'm not going to do photography or videography right now just because I want the fish to relax for a few days. I want to make sure none of them are sick before I harass them and try to take pictures. Today I was dealing with unboxing some Betta Maha Chai, Embellis, Smaragdina, and Smaragdina Guitar. Also some Splendens, like the red hybrid Splendens. Also the Siam Orientalis. You know, I've never said that out loud before. Hopefully I have that right. I'm exhausted. Do I look exhausted? I am exhausted. I have a full fish room right now. I have a lot of little mouths to feed. But everybody's eating, like everyone's eating white worms really well. I feed my imports pretty well. I think they've probably gone for about a week without food. I know I'm complaining about being tired, but I do it to myself. I didn't need to bring in 3 boxes of fish, 2 of which were imports. I did not need to do that. But I do a lot of things that I don't need to. The mystery fish that I brought in, that is the fish I was so excited about because I've been looking for it for so long and I've been unable to get it. I'm not going to share that yet. Like, I want to make sure that they get comfy. I want to make sure they're not sick. They're in their quarantine tank right now. They look nice. And I want to make a video on their own and share them once I'm sure that they're looking really good and they're super healthy. I can't wait to show some more footage of these fish, especially these beautiful, beautiful wilds. Like the Maha Chai I got, they're big and they're gorgeous. And I love Smaragdina Guitar, and I've never kept Smaragdina, which I brought, and Embellis, and Splendens Red Hybrid, and Siam orientalis. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know. I've never kept those before, so that's a little adventure. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I wonder how I'm gonna be able to take care of all these fish. I'll find a way. I always find a way. I can't wait to share what they all look like once they settle in and color up and start looking really nice. Because the fish are looking so good, I went ahead, I took down a bunch of jars from my attic, and I'm getting them all ready, and this is what the fish are going to go into while they finish up their quarantine period. That's a lot of jars. You can see why for my future fish room, I really want to find a square container that stacks, like nests, where that nests down and it can stack into big tall piles, because look how much space this takes up, and this is only like 50, I think this is 50 jars. It really needs to take up less space, but that's in the future. So I'll go get my fish jarred properly. A while ago, I decided that at the end of my more vlog style videos, I was gonna start recommending channels that I like to watch. Channels who I'm subscribed to, who I like to watch their content a lot. The last vlog style video I did, I recommended Flip Aquatics because shrimp, and what a nice guy he is. On this video, I'd like to recommend Tazawa Tanks. I like Tazawa Tanks. I've been watching Tazawa Tanks ever since he kind of started YouTube. I like how consistent he is. He makes a lot of videos. He does a lot of content. I like his fish room. I like how he keeps his fish. I like all the fish that he keeps. He has a crazy amount of fish tanks, like 40. Awesome. He's also a great guy, so go check out Tazawa Tanks, check out his channel. If you like it, subscribe. And you should totally leave a comment on his channel telling him how awesome Simply Betta is and how extremely cool she is. I think that's a really, really good idea. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.